Yeah,
Jake
there
and
we go.
Maria.
We're live.
We're
We're
live.
live.
We're live.
We're live. We
That's
got good
very
lighting
unflattering
today.
lighting.
No, that's because somebody didn't bring enough lighting with them. So come over to YouTube on the Papa's
Ideally,
Cuban
this
Cafe.
needs to be like higher though.
Can I know, but for right now, it's what it is.
It needs to be higher.
Okay.
You know what we could do?
Listen.
Set a box on the table and then put the.
Anyway,
Top of
listen,
the
listen, Linda.
Whatever you say, Karen.
Anyway, come to our Papa's Cuban Cafe YouTube channel.
Don't be a Karen. Go on YouTube.
Under the Jake and Maria Show Part 3. That's live because you're going to want to know everything that's going to be happening. And that we are going to be announcing. Ashley might not want to know my announcements.
Oh, she's going to hate you.
I love you, Ashley. That's all I'm going to say ahead of time.
Hey, look at that.
Good.
Look at that.
Okay, that's
That
right.
is technical ingenuity right there. Thank you to our key,
our
key
Cafe.
grip over
I don't
here
know what
is
his
doing
shirt
a good
is. It
job.
says Papa's Cuban Cafe. Look, his doesn't. Mine says it.
No, mine says Carhartt. Everybody wants to wear Carhartt clothing until it's time to do Carhartt stuff.
Uh-huh. Would you stop with the... Okay. So, I hope everybody's having a great... What's the...
Anna!
Anna's up!
Ashley.
Ashley, Cindy. Oh, my God. Okay, you guys, come on over.
Come on, Dave.
Emma's going to put a post up about stuff that we're doing. You're not going to want to miss it. We're supposed to give away that book tonight, but Emma didn't bring it. Secretary, producer is...
She was not informed. I'll defend her on that one. She was not informed.
She doesn't have to be. She's going to be ready at all costs. Anytime, any place.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
And no, the reason we're doing it here at Papu's is because, well...
I wanted a Cuban.
No.
Yeah.
We had Japanese.
I wanted a Cuban.
I brought him Japanese. He brought me breakfast. I brought him Japanese. Anyway, we're doing it here because my internet sucks at home. So I got new internet, and let's hope that next week it doesn't suck.
Actually, anybody who knows me right now
Hey,
knows
guys,
this.
let me know. Oh, Ashley says I'm scared. Yes.
So anybody who knows me knows I don't want a Cuban. I can't stand eating Cubans anymore because of
Hi,
this
Lisa.
one.
Hi, David.
She ruined Cubans for me. She ruined them. Oh, we're gonna have an event, and you have
Listen,
you're gonna enter into this all-you-can-eat Cuban eating
Come
contest.
to our Papa's Cuban Cafe channel on YouTube under the Maria and Jake Show Part 3.
And then
That's
Jake
a lot of
can't eat
announcements.
Cubans anymore because of it.
Jake, you eat Cubans.
When have you seen me eat a Cuban in the last 3 months?
I don't know.
I've eaten half of a Cuban in the last 3 months. Actually, the last 5 months.
Hi, Mac.
Half.
Hi, Sandy. Come on over to our YouTube. Let me know you can hear us. We need to know if you can hear us, and then I'll get off of here. You're not allowed to dirty up my kitchen, Jake.
Oh, I already did. You got dishes. That's all I got.
No, we kind of got some surprises coming up. I will post them on Facebook in case you guys don't come to our live YouTube. I'm so not used to saying YouTube channel, but come to our YouTube channel.
YouTube?
On the Papa's Cuban Cafe.
Channel.
Maria and Jake Show Part 3.
Jake and Maria Show.
3. Benita's on.
Benita.
Amanda's on. Sandy's on. Mac is on. Okay, we're getting off of here. We're going on live there to talk to everybody. We're giving a book away from my friend Robert Irving, a signed copy. So if you want to be, you can only win that book if you come on YouTube. Okay, so come on YouTube.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna add on to that. I'll give you guys a free pen.
Don't listen to him. All right, I'll see you.
Wait, hold on. This is a limited edition from Jackson Hewitt Tack Professional.
I'll see you guys in a few minutes over at YouTube. Jake and Maria Show, Part 3. Love you all.
Jake and Maria Show.
Okay, Maria and Jake Show.
No, not tonight. We're not playing that game.
Bye. All right.
Yes, we can hear you, Jacob, Maria. See, even Anna wants it to be the Jake and Maria Show. Thank you, Anna.
Maria and Jake.
It's Jake.
It was my idea that you did not want to do it, and now you like it because I didn't want to do it tonight, and you made me do it.
That's because, I have that power. I can be like, hey, Maria, You need
No.
to do this.
No.
You need to
Okay.
You'll feel better getting everything off your chest.
Oh.
Unburdening yourself. Burying the hatchet with you stop. No, you can't be doing that. Live chat is what it says.
Okay. So, I gotta share this. I didn't do that.
You want Emma, your producer, to do that?
No, my producer.
Producer, can you share this, please?
Did you make a post, producer? Okay.
Producer, are you on this? Where's my tea, producer?
Where's my Pepsi, producer?
I only need green M&Ms in the green room, please. Thank you.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna start out with what we're gonna do in March.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay, so we
Did you figure out what we're doing that
Yes.
for?
Yes.
Is it the higher or the lower? Or is it in the middle?
It's the lower, but
Middle
middle.
of the road.
Yeah. So, Ashley.
You're screwed. Peter Pan.
Which is- Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, Benita, hi.
Hi,
Oh, boy,
Benita.
here we go. Where's my Liam?
Ashley. So, Maria.
No, wait. You're not gonna mention it. I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
say
not.
it.
No, I'm not. No,
Okay.
no, you got this. Maria had this ingenious idea.
And I talked to my vendor.
And you already know where this is going, Ashley. You already know where this is going.
Sorry, you're the one that says Anna is so. I said Jacob's first.
Ah! Thank you, Anna.
It's
So
still
Ashley, she's going to tell you this, and she's going to tell you this live on the internet for millions upon millions of people to freaking see, and she's going to, basically make this the moment that you went crazy. Have fun with that.
Okay, everybody, listen. We decided because summer's coming, we're gonna have the time change in March. All this good stuff. We got St. Patty's Day coming up.
Hey, which reminds me, can we pause for 2 seconds?
Why do you always have to ruin what I'm gonna say? Why? Why can't I just say what I'm gonna say? Coño, todo lo que tú haces, joderme lo que estoy intentando de decirle a la gente.
No. So, anyway, St. Patty's Day is coming up,
The
right?
poor Emma, that poor Emma, she's jack of all trades. Yes, she is.
So
Love
St.
little
Patty's
Emma.
is coming up, right?
I'm trying, but he won't shut up.
So St. Patty's is coming up, right?
Yes, I'm not doing green food.
I don't want you to do green food. Are you going to do corned beef?
Vita says, you're wonderful.
Are you going to do corned beef?
Why am I going to do corned beef?
Okay. It's St. Patty's Day. Even if you're Cuban, everybody enjoys some corned beef, some potatoes, some cabbage, and some Irish soda bread on St. Patty's. You don't have to have green beer. You don't have to sit there and make it all fancy and,
I don't make
something
anything
like
fancy.
that.
The only fancy stuff I make is my wedding catering and my party catering and stuff.
She says no sauerkraut. She's in for a surprise on that, too.
Okay, well, that's not my thing, Ashley. So,
It's going to happen. So good.
can I please tell them because
Go
we're going
ahead.
to lose people because you won't let me tell them. Okay, so for the month of March, because it's St. Patty's Day and the weather's getting gorgeous out.
And it's already green in here, so you can't pinch me.
I'll punch him, I swear. Too bad they couldn't send me stars on here.
Corned beef, cabbage, nothing
No.
else.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ah!
Are you going to let me tell
That
them?
makes it up for you. Go for it.
Shut up, Jake.
No.
Okay, so we're going to do, Ashley, we're going to do this whole month, the whole month, starting Wednesday when we come back in, we're going to do,
I'm doing what you said.
we're going to do,
We're going to do what? You want me to say it now?
no,
Okay.
we're going to do $6 Cubans all month long.
$6 Cubans.
What that means
All month long.
is we have to cook a lot
Ashley,
of pork so we don't run out.
it.
Hey, she just puts it, I got to cook it.
Oh,
but-
hey, by the way, Ashley, Jet's trailer is full of It's full of stuff
It's,
for you.
it's full of proper horse manure.
It's full of
And if
shit.
anybody needs horse manure for their garden, it's free in my house. Come get it.
It's full of shit.
Jake, we're loaded.
I don't know. I already did
So-
today.
I can't handle that. You work 2 days next week.
That's on Wyatt. You forgot about that. Oh.
Oh well.
I'll say why.
Wyatt.
Jacob will be working.
Jacob's going to be grading some road.
No,
down
Jacob's gonna be working too.
in Wright City. Him grading a road and putting rock down.
Oh, what
Oh,
days
but
you
don't worry,
working?
Ashley. Don't worry. After you get back, it's all going to be here waiting for you.
I forgot what day you leaving, Ashley.
She is leaving
Friday,
on
Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Oh man, I'm gonna die.
It sucks. Maybe you should close on Friday and Saturday.
That's okay. We'll get it done. Wyatt can do this. All right.
Kurt is craving the Cuban,
Yep.
even though it says graving the Cuban.
Craving. You know what it means. Okay, so that's my thing. Okay, do I have to tell you this first, or you want to tell your story first?
I'll tell my story first.
And then we're gonna walk around. We're gonna tell you about this.
The Black Book. Whose phone numbers are in the Black Book?
Would you go? Tell me your story.
Okay.
It's not gonna take an hour, right?
No.
Good.
Yes.
He's gonna bring my gravel sometime too. Yeah, you're gonna bring her your gravel.
Is that Benita?
Yes, it's Benita.
It's coming this week, Benita.
Mm-hmm. It is Benita.
So, part 3 of the luxurious mermaid story.
I thought you were going to give me bad news. No, that's not bad news. Well, that is bad news because we're
You're
really
gonna be
busy.
busy. You won't be busy. That's the bad news. It's good news for her. Bad news for you, Ashley.
Usually we sell out whenever we do these, and it's not too bad because we get to close early.
And on top of that, corned beef, cabbage.
On St. Patty's Day,
That's happening on
maybe.
St. Patty's.
and you're helping me.
With some Irish soda bread. Oh, all the luck of the Irish to you.
Okay, would you tell your story so
All
we
right.
can go to we got a book to give away. I got to talk about my book. So go ahead.
Part 3 of the mermaid story. So a recap for the mermaid story, just for those who have not been following. Years and years and years and years and years ago, long time ago, in a campground not too far away, my friend Jeff and my group of friends, my big core group of
And we're
friends,
going to do a Papu's getaway that we're going to close on a weekend, and we're going to replicate this whole mermaid story. Yes, we're going
who's going to be
to.
Jeff?
You're going to be Jeff.
I can't be
Yeah.
Jeff.
Okay, Jerry can be Jeff.
Jerry?
No, why?
Wyatt. No, Jerry can be Jeff. Well, Justin can be Jeff.
Judd?
Yeah.
I think Liam would probably be a better one.
Okay.
Okay, so Jeff, first time he ever drank.
We're gonna, so if you want to come to watch this whole thing unfold
Oh
again,
my God.
part
We
10.
we just need to contact Steven Spielberg and to sell the rights to the story.
No, listen. We need tents. We need to raise money for tents
I have
and
tents. Like 12 of them.
I need a fancy tent.
You have
Anyway.
one. You have an 8-person one.
I have an 8-person one.
Anyway, whoever wants to join us can join us. And Benita says I'll be home all day tomorrow.
Stop fucking
It
people
probably will
with
not be tomorrow, Benita. I got to run to Bobcat and try and get some stuff squared away on my machine.
Oh yeah, this machine is getting fixed tomorrow.
So, it'll be this week. So, if there's a
Promise.
spiral rod that magically shows up, you know where it came from.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So,
Why is your phone going off?
I have no idea. Anyway, Jeff, first time drinking, he decided to go out on an adventure by himself. We chased after him. He was running in and out the girls' shower houses saying, "Where are all the white women at?" And he tried spearing a mermaid with a mop handle. And then we decided to go on an adventure on a Jeep the following year where he almost Dukes of Hazzarded into the middle of the river and killed a few people in a raft while we were looking for Debbie and her wonderful long blonde hair, huge boobs, and a blue tank top. When we found Debbie, and then she beat the crap out of Jake because Jeff's telling everybody on the river, "Hey, Jake's looking for this chick. Great boobs, blue tank top, blonde hair, 2 guys in a green canoe with brown hair. Tell her Jake's looking for her." That happened. So the following year, if you haven't followed this story, you haven't realized. The 3 years we've gone on a float trip, Jake hasn't floated anywhere. I'm just going down there, and Jeff and I are just drinking. Pretty
You'll be
much.
floating this year.
We are. No, this is part 3 of the story. We are floating.
Oh, no, okay, but we're
We
gonna
are floating in this
we're
part of the story.
recreating the story this
Oh,
summer with our
no.
customers. Yes,
I can't drink.
Pat,
I can't.
Ashley, whoever wants to join us.
I can't drink that
Cindy.
much alcohol. I
Go
can't
ahead.
drink that much alcohol anymore.
Mm.
So
Get you a non-alcoholic beer.
there's no fun in that. So we get down there. We've been down there for a day, and Jeff says this, hey, you know what? We need to relax. Okay, Jeff, well, that's why we're here. No, let's go float down the river. Okay, Jeff, I didn't bring my canoe with me this year. No, we'll go rent a raft.
Rafts are cool.
Well, Jeff, you do
I love
realize we
rafts.
need more than 2 people for a raft. He's like, no, we don't. We put coolers in the middle, we fill it with beer, and we just float.
I like Jeff's idea. That works.
Great idea.
Mhm.
So Jeff went up to the freaking lodge and he rented a raft. We hopped in the Jeep, my faithful old Jeep. We drove up to the same gas station that we've been to plenty of years before, and we bought 3 cases of beer. Well, Jake bought 3 cases of beer. Jeff bought a bottle of tequila and 3 cases of shooters.
No, that's my kind of man. Tequila.
And then we loaded all that on with ice. Now, Jake was a forward-thinking individual. I grabbed some ham, some mayonnaise and mustard, some cheese, and a loaf of bread. That went in the cooler as well. And I think there was a bag of Twizzlers, but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
hurry up.
So we all go down to the river. We set in our raft, and we start floating. Now, when I was convinced that Jeff had a good idea here, he didn't ask them for paddles for the raft. Luckily, I found a paddle. I convinced a guy to give me an extra paddle they had in their raft, but I had a paddle, so I wasn't going to get without a paddle. But Jeff didn't need a paddle. And
So you're stuck the creek without a paddle?
yeah, I had a paddle. At least Jeff
But
did.
you get to it.
So we start going down the river, and by the time we got to the first mile marker, I realized I was 10 beers
That's
in.
nice, honey.
And it took us, almost 2 hours to get to the first mile marker on a 5-mile trip.
Our producer's slacking. He's not giving me my ice.
Go get your ice, please. So it was at that point that I realized I was in for a very, very long day. Now, I wasn't the only one in our group floating in the river with Jeff. Our friends, Travis and Brad and a few girls, they were in another raft. That's part of the story as well. So we're floating down the river, and I need to pause for 2 seconds because there's a part of the story I'm missing out on. And it's kind of one of the risque parts of the story, but we have to tell it just before this.
I don't know how you're going to tell it.
So pause. We're on the river. We've been drinking, but we're going to rewind to the night before. We got down there. We set up camp. We had awesome dinner cooked by yours truly. We had steaks and hamburgers.
He says he can cook amazing. I've never tasted anything he's
You've
made.
eaten brats at my house. You have eaten burgers at my house.
And they weren't that great. Only because I don't like burgers and brats. Sorry. I was waiting for meatloaf.
I'm not going on this float trip with
Or
her.
chili.
They were pre-made is what she's going to tell you. You didn't
They weren't
stuff-
pre-made, but okay.
You stuffed the shells wingers.
So the night before we get down there, now my cousin was on this float trip with us as well. And this was the first year my cousin came down. He brought his girlfriend. Now my cousin, Tony, has always come down here floating with us. It's like a rite of passage. The first year when Jeff was out there trying to spear mermaids, Tony's tent flooded in the middle of the night, and Tony woke me up at 3 a.m. to come sleep in the tent with me, which was very weird and awkward. But his tent was floating, and so was his mattress. It was hilarious. But this was the first year that Tony brought his girlfriend with him. Her name was Amber. Now, Tony decided, as always, I'm going to put my tent right next to Jake because I learned the first 2 years if I put my tent away from Jake, I'm going to end up floating. Because Tony puts his tent in a low-lying area, and he always ends up getting flooded when it rains. Hilarious, but it gets old after a while because I don't like him crashing in my tent with me. Well, anyway, he brought his girlfriend with him. And their tent is right next to mine the night we get down there. So when Jake got down there, it was Jake, his tent, and I brought my dog Blue. You're my boy Blue.
You don't have a dog name.
I used to. I had a half wolf, half Alaskan Husky. Her name was Blue.
Okay, go
She was
ahead.
awesome. Well, Tony and his girlfriend at the time were in their tent, and they were doing what a young...
They were just
Stop.
playing music.
Oh, we're getting to the music. they were doing what a young teenage couple who was away for the weekend in a tent at a campground with their older cousin would do.
Which is play cards.
Yes, sir. So after about 20 minutes of listening to the throes of passion that were coming from the tent next to me, I was bored. I started singing Disney songs. I did. For about 20 minutes, I was singing Disney songs. And then his girlfriend started singing along with the Disney songs. That lasted for another 20 minutes. And then the throes of passion were over because Tony lost his enthusiasm because his girlfriend was singing It's a Small World After All. So, back to the river. We are on the river now. This, just so you know, the Disney songs is a crucial part of the story because it does tie one into the other. So we're back on the river. We've made to the first mile marker.
Emma, give me a pen. Give me a paper. I want to start marking down
It's
people's
taken us
names.
like 2 hours to get to the
Give me
first mile
tickets.
marker.
Tickets.
I'm 10 beers down and 2 hours, which is not a good start
right.
for a day.
Cindy wants one.
And I didn't realize how fast Jeff was drinking these shooters. When I say that,
We only have one book, so if you want to win this book, sorry, I have to tell them this because I'm writing their name. Say, I want one, or I want it. I'll put your name on here. See Cindy's name's on there. And then
Can I enter this
go
drawing?
ahead, finish. No,
Can
you
I?
can. No, you can't.
since you've interrupted me, I should be allowed
Go
to.
ahead, Cindy. Go ahead.
So, I forget where I was. Jeff, I didn't realize how fast he was downing these shooters. Moreover, I didn't realize how fast he had drank his bottle of tequila because in the first 2 hours, half the bottle of tequila was gone and one case of shooters was gone. Not a good start for this thing. So we're continually floating down the river, and at one point, Jeff passes out because Jeff had been drinking pretty heavily. And Jake, being bored trying to paddle by himself, says, F it all. I made a sandwich. I kicked back. I cracked open a cold one. And I started floating and I passed out. Now, the next thing I know, I wake up and our raft is stuck on a gravel bar. I have half of an eaten sandwich sitting on my chest, which created a nice, block for the sun because I wasn't wearing suntan screen, which is another part of the story that is radio edited out because of Travis. If you ever know me and you want to hear this, we will, say all this. But we're on a gravel bar. I have a sandwich that's half eaten on my chest. I look in my cooler and realize of those 3 cases of beer, there's only like 25 beers left. I look in the cooler and see how many shooters are left. There's 15 shooters left out of 3 cases of 30. There is no more bottle of tequila. It's empty. It's actually, in Jeff's hand, empty. And the other hand is a shooter. It was empty. So you can kind of see where this is all going. We, had drank ourselves into a heck of a stupor. So at that point, I gather my thoughts and my wits. I stand up and get out of the raft. I pull ourselves free from the gravel bar, and we start floating further down the river. At one point or another, Jeff decided he was going to wake up from his stupor and freak out, and he started to tip said raft. Now, luckily, the forward-thinking Jake managed to save our freaking, cooler, which was barely full of anything at this point, from tipping into the river. And Jeff, well, he fell his drunk ass into the river. And lo and behold, Jeff catches his footing, and he stands up. And Jeff now has a paddle that's in the shape of a mop handle. We found the mop handle. Now, we put the mop handle back in the raft at this point because we were going to take it back to camp with us. Be like, we found it. We found our mop handle. The mop handle that Jeff was trying to spear a mermaid with and rape no more than 3 years before. We found it. We had it in our possession. We make it all the way down to the freaking pickup spot where the bus is meeting us to load our raft and take our drunk asses back to the campsite. They wouldn't let us take the mop handle. Sons of bitches, man, let's leave it there. So we get on the bus. Travis got in a fist fight.
How much longer?
I'm shutting it down since you're being rude about
I'm
it.
not being rude.
they made us leave the mop handle. Trav almost got in a fist fight with some guys from the campsite because they were being drunken assholes and we were being drunken assholes. And it happens when teenage hormones are. So we all get on the bus. We get back to camp. And the rest of this story, unfortunately, is NC-17 at this point. It's NC-17 because the details of which happened, I was not made aware of until several years after the fact. And I'm not even sure it's the truth, or whether my cousin's lying to me trying to get even with me over the freaking singing Disney songs all night, and he didn't get any. So
let's all wonder what happened to Jake in the tent.
let's just say I woke up not wearing any clothes, and the only person that was in my tent was my dog.
That is creepy. You are creepy. You know that. I'm not even going to go there.
Well, for the record, it was hot as hell at that campground. And
So we got to do it in July.
no, I'm not taking the dog in the tent with me again. That was a bad idea. I had my
You take
shit all
Wyatt with you.
scratched up because she was trying to
You
wake
can
me
take
up.
Wyatt with you.
No, that's scary. Yes, Ashley, it's
Ashley,
scary.
you're coming. You have no choice. And Liam. And Judd, because we need Judd to save us. Because, well, you know this.
Jeff's going to go out there and start chasing mermaids.
Okay, you done?
I guess, since you're rushing me.
I'm not rushing you.
So, you want me to tell the bad story
What bad story?
about the events that transpired today
With me?
with a hook and ladder and all that stuff?
What hook and ladder?
Tow truck.
Oh,
I'll be happy to relay this for you. Okay.
okay. You related to a certain
you shut
point.
up. You shut up.
You weren't even there. Me and you were at Walmart.
Okay, shut up. So,
This is very sad.
It is sad.
I was so upset. That's why I didn't want to do this show tonight.
Maria drove through a puddle a few weeks back on her road, and because of that, the Jeep just stopped driving. It stopped working. It stopped doing anything and everything.
Except lights.
Except lights working.
You agreed to this when you joined us to work here.
Yes. So
This is an employee. What is it? What is it? An employee motivational trip.
Okay.
That's scary.
So Maria's Jeep stopped working. Maria had contacted the dealership she bought the Jeep from because there's a warranty on her Jeep.
I didn't know there was
And
a
it's in her warranty, so they agreed that we're going to take the Jeep in, see what's going on with it, and see if we can fix it for her, Miss
And I
Maria.
got towing.
And she has towing on her insurance.
Yeah, because I have full coverage.
So Maria had me take her to the bank and run an errand because, you know, they were waiting on the tow truck to get there, and somebody had to be there to do the paperwork with the tow truck driver and all that. This is at like noon.
No, it's 1 o'clock. Like 12.
This was like noon.
Okay.
So we came back and we ate pastrami on croutons.
It weren't croutons.
It was bread.
Emma burnt the bread.
So anyway,
Overcooked the bread.
they came and got the Jeep, and all's right in the world. I went off doing what I had to do. Maria was at her house, and then I had to go get kids from school. So that's what happened. And then kids are at the house. I'm working on my stuff, and Maria starts texting me. Oh my God! What the hell?
That's not what I said. but
What
yeah.
all that? I'm like, what the hell is going on with you? What?
I can't talk. I'll call you back.
I can't talk. I'll call you back. I'm like, have Emma call me. So Emma calls me, and Maria's on the phone. She's like, I'm on hold. They lost my motherfucking Jeep. I'm like, what the? How do they lose a Jeep? And she's like, they lost it. A bright orange Jeep with big pink Papu's Cuban Cafe on it. They lost my Jeep. Jake, what am I going to do? I lost my Jeep. I'm sitting there, I'm like, how the fuck do you lose a Jeep?
Especially orange.
Especially one that looks like her Jeep, because her Jeep sticks out like a store fucking thumb. And you two, you're going to edit the hell out of this for us. And this went on for a good hour. That she's freaking out. She's like, I'm on the phone with my insurance company. I'm on the phone with the tow company.
Let me tell you. So I called the tow company first. And it goes to voicemail. Okay. They're busy driving, you know. Okay. So I call my insurance agent. He don't answer the phone. No big deal. Turns around and I call the office. So I'm like, hey, my Jeep was supposed to be down there. Why isn't it down there? They're going to be closing at 5, so I need to know. Well, ma'am, it's on its route. They just get into some traffic. Is the first thing I heard. So they had to take the side road. I
How
said,
much
even
traffic?
even with a side road,
How
it
much
doesn't take 3 hours
traffic
to get there. 3
can you
hours.
encounter in 28 miles?
Right. And you can take the side roads. It doesn't take. It's right there, no fouling. Come on.
I could walk faster.
So I hung up and I was like, okay. I laid down
Not
because
badass.
I
You
laid
walk
down
faster.
because I was really pissed off. I was like,
And
livid.
then this is while she's texting
This
me.
is why I'm texting him.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm going to give it a few minutes and I'm going to call them again. I'm like, okay, well, do what you got to do. I'm back doing what I'm doing. trying to
So
get my
here
stuff
it is,
done.
4:45, and I call back. And the gentleman says to me, hold on, I will see what the tow truck is. I said, okay. Comes back, says, ma'am, your Jeep is on his way to the dealer. I'm like, okay, what happened? Why did it take almost 5 hours for you to get there? Well, there was some emergency with the police, and we needed to hold off or something. They did explain it. I said, so let me get this straight. Where's my Jeep? Well, we don't know, ma'am. Well, only the driver knows. And I'm like, and you can't find out where my Jeep is. Okay.
Well, that's not my job, man.
It's what? RNS towing. RNS, I'm throwing him under the bus.
Wait
okay?
a second. Pause. RNS towing, just so everybody knows, has nothing to do with RNS construction and excavation.
Anyway,
Are you sure it's not
So-
S&A towing?
no. So anyway, okay.
S&R towing?
Yes, that's an towing. So anyway,
S&R, get it right.
So anyway, the guy comes back and I said to him, so it's on its way now. He says, yes, ma'am. I said, okay, you got like 5 minutes to get there, you know? So then I called a friend of mine because I had a meeting with him tomorrow. And I said, you know, what time do you want to meet? Because I'm trying to keep my mind occupied because I'm getting ticked off. And he told me, he goes, oh, no, we're not going to do it tomorrow. We'll do something else. And I'm like, okay. And we was talking. He says, what's the matter? And I told him, he says, oh, my God, your Jeep is sitting at the right city commuter parking lot. I said, excuse me? He says, yeah. He goes, I was wondering why it was sitting at the right city commuter parking lot, like just sitting there. That's kind of odd. And I'm sitting there going, oh, my God. They dropped off my Jeep with the keys in it, unlocked, at the commuter parking lot in Wright City, and didn't tell me about it,
Temple on God's ass.
and picked it up about 15 minutes to 5 or whatever it was.
No offense to anyone who lives in Wright City, but
I was like, seriously, dude? I was livid when I found that out. So I called my agent. I told him, and he said he's going to complain. But they put me through hell. They did. They would have could at least said, hey, is it okay if we do this and take these other calls? I mean, I get it. They might be more important. I have no problem with that. Communicate, okay? Just communicate. Don't put me through this. This is why I didn't want to do this tonight, because I was really ticked off. I was like, it's just not right. It was at 1 o'clock, and they did not get it there till 5:01
after closing.
after closing. So, needless to say, it has not been a good day.
Did you have to use your AK?
No, what's
Then it was a good day. According to Ice Cube, at least.
okay? So that's what happened with me in the Jeep, and I'm still drained from it, stressed, and I didn't want to go out. And somebody convinced me to go have Japanese food, and
No,
Did
you
this.
said you wanted Japanese food.
I said I wanted, but I didn't want to leave the house.
You had nothing about you wanted. You just said I want Japanese food. I'm like, so get Japanese food. And she's sitting there, and I'm like, and
I don't want to
talked
go
her,
out.
And she's like, but I don't want to go out. I'm like, you know what you should do to get you out of this funk about your Jeep just disappearing for a couple hours?
It
we should
wasn't
go to
funny.
the restaurant and we should sit down and do our live. Which, for the record, everybody, we were trying to do this last night, but it was plagued with so many technical difficulties. We just gave up and sat down and watched the movie. Which, by the way, this woman scared the crap out. I don't like scary movies.
Oh my God!
I
Oh my
hate
God!
scary
We watched
movies.
Conquering 2.
Conjuring?
Whatever, it's the same thing.
Conquering?
Okay, afterwards, let's just say I had a little bit to drink, just a little bit. And
Totally.
Jake had a
No, let's not talk about this.
no.
No.
Jake has-
No, we're not talking about this. So, The Conjuring 2. That nun, if you guys haven't seen it, that nun, I closed my eyes last night and I seen that face and I'm like, no.
No. Dark shadows. Shadow
Don't
people.
talk about
He's
it.
got a shadow person behind him. Last night he had a shadow person all the way. This thing is big and he had this cape and it was huge and it covered his whole body and it was just like green on top of him. Not.
Too much to drink.
And you scared the hell out of you, did it not?
No,
We
the
should watch
nun
another
scared
movie.
the hell out of me.
We should
The
go watch
nun
another scary
We should
movie.
watch-
Is the
Another
one who
movie.
scared the hell out of me. It did.
Sure.
We should watch
Okay. So I want to talk about this. Because this is important.
No,
this is
let's
serious.
not talk about this.
What else do you
Okay,
have to
now
talk
you can
about?
Ashley, I apologize in advance for her deciding to go to 6 Dog Cubans.
Anyway,
I'm going to let you talk about this because this is all you.
you ain't going nowhere.
I'm going to go step outside.
No,
You're
you
gonna
don't
talk
need to
about-
smoke. You don't need
I'm
to
not smoking.
No,
I'm going outside to stretch my legs.
You don't. They can stretch right here.
No. You
You're
talk
going to
about
be
your-
on this, so you have to be here. So shut up. Okay, so I got this book. This is serious, guys. It's not a joke. I'm going to do it on Papoose too. Okay, Jake. I'll do. Okay. So you guys know, and maybe you don't, or maybe you know people that are having a hard stop, Jake, forgiving what you can't forget. I don't know if you guys heard this book or not, but it is a real book. Okay.
That's
And-
backwards.
backwards.
I know, but it has to be backwards for this. You can say anything with Jake around. Okay. I know that. So this book here,
That's good.
I've been
Sketchy.
highlighting all the important parts and I'm going to read all of it before we do this, but we're going to have a class here at Papoose. The class is free. You don't have to pay for anything, but you got to bring up potluck, like sweets, because me and Jake like sweets. Right, Jake?
I'm on a diet.
Yeah, right. Get back here. So anyway, with this book, okay, I got this.
Forgiving what you can't forget workbook.
Right, it's a workbook, okay? And it's really cool because like in the first chapter, it's really made me question a lot of stuff that I've gone through in my life. And you never know how to deal with it and you don't let it go, but it comes up every so often, you know? Yeah, he's on a diet, my butt. Anyway, so it's like section 1, it says here, what is your first thought about forgiveness and how do you feel about it? So see, you write it in here. Everybody gets one of these workbooks, okay? It is fantastic. And then we talk about it. Now, if you come to this, it's only going to be between the people that are in this room. It's not going to be spoken about and your whatever you're going through.
I'm sorry. I know this is serious. Jerry, our key grip in the background, was trying to adjust something with the lighting, and it just made me laugh. I'm sorry.
I can't wait to get him here to do this. So anyway, in here it also says on a scale of 1 to 10, with increasing.
It is not going to cost anything. You have to bring food, preferably sweet food that Maria will eat, because
Yes.
I'm on a diet.
Yes. Okay. So Marie's gonna make sweet food too. So
Jake is going to be on a diet. He's going to be eating bread and
there
water.
is no cost.
Bread and
It's
water.
it's not going to cost you anything. You could just bring something if you want, as far as a snack. Other than that, you don't have to bring anything. I'll provide the drinks. So it says on here on a scale of 1 to 10, with increasing degree of powerlessness, rank how powerless you feel when you get flooded by pain triggered by memories. So there is a lot in this book, and we're going to do the stages. So we're going to do one every 2 weeks, and you get to write down Monday through Tuesday or Friday, whatever it is, Monday through Saturday, of your plan, daily plan. It is a fantastic book, and I hope you guys will join me. I'm going to put it on Papoose because it's really going to I think it'll help you. I think it'll help me, honestly. I think it'll help a lot of us. I know it'll help Jake because Jake has been going through a lot of personal stuff that he's
No, why
healing
are we going to talk
from.
about my personal stuff?
Because this is an open forum and you're going to be a part of it. and you're gonna read.
But I don't like being
You're
open.
gonna read our chapters.
I like being
And we're
quiet
gonna-
and closed.
No.
You're still covering up that from the sunburn.
I think it's a good
I know
idea.
that sandwich. It's still there.
It's gonna be a
15 years later, that sandwich is still rocking it.
Cindy, it's gonna be once every 2 weeks. So we're gonna start it in 2 weeks. I'm gonna post it up on Papoose with the pictures of the books. I just need to know accounts of how many people want to come because I need to buy more books. I will buy more books. Okay, but this is my way of helping people, and we're gonna keep it private. And whatever has said in here, it's gonna be said in here. It's not going anywhere. So,
You want me to do this?
yeah, but did you put Benita in because she said she didn't want it because she doesn't cook?
Well, Benita, if
She
you win,
doesn't
I would
want-
be more than happy to take it because I do cook.
You know winning that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and give this book away. So Ashley's gonna be Ashley's gonna do this with us. He's gonna do this with us. My friend Tracy, I wish she was on. She's gonna do it with us. I got a couple of other people. So get a hold of me.
All right, our producer, just so you know, these are all in my hand. At
This is
random,
for the
I've
books
been
that we're gonna give
shuffling
away.
them up. So on this, my producer is going to grab and pull a
Why did
ticket.
she become a producer? Name it a good one.
Ashley Marshall.
Ashley, you want a book? You want it, or you want to give it away to somebody else? We can pick another name. Let me know. Where's my pen? Ashley, let me know. Jacob,
Yes.
waiting for Ashley to let me know. Ashley, you got 2 seconds to let me know if you want this book. All right, you know what? We're calling Ashley.
Wow, that's.
Yeah, I'm not waiting on Ashley.
I'm waiting for Ashley to like type while you're trying to call her.
Let's call Ashley. Give it to someone else.
I work for
You're
you.
lucky. I was going to call you. Okay, let's see. We're gonna pick somebody else,
Emma.
and we're gonna be giving away something every time we do this. Every time we do this, we're gonna be giving away something. So next week, Jake.
Read the ticket.
Jake.
Yeah.
The
I said
ticket
no.
says Jake, and Jake does not qualify because he's on this. Jake.
She draw fair and square. All right, come on.
Anyway,
There you go. Here's your winner.
go. Jake, it's not me, so I can't win the book. Okay?
That's not me either. That one's. Did you read it?
Yes, I read it. It said Maria, and I'm not doing it.
I'll bring Jake a salad. No, that says Anna on it. Anna's the
Nope,
winner.
it doesn't say Anna on it. It says Maria.
It says Anna, A-N-N-A.
Anna, you want
Wow. Oh my God.
Can I pick who gets it since I won?
Technically, of these,
If you were here, yes.
of these that were drawn,
Give it to Cindy.
she said
She
she
said
won.
she wanted it.
Eh,
But if Anna doesn't want it, Cindy can have it. Because Anna was picked.
all right, give me those.
But we're waiting on Anna. I think Anna's still there.
Anna, are you in Facebook jail again?
Anyway, we're gonna be doing this. Where are you going now?
I'm putting the used tickets away. I'm
Oh.
expertly filing them.
Anyway, next week we're gonna give something else. Okay. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. And
Yes. Next
God
week,
only knows what's gonna
next
happen
week,
this
you're
week.
giving away the special pen.
We're not giving away this pen.
That was a special pen.
No, we're not. We're gonna give away something better, but we gotta figure out what it is. We've
Golden
always,
pen.
you know what I think we're gonna give away next week?
Not my bars of gold.
No, I think we're gonna give away a bouquet of flowers from
Ooh,
Moment of Grace.
bouquet of flowers.
Who wants a bouquet of flowers from Moment of Grace Florist?
I do.
And I think
I want rose
I
petals
think we're gonna-
all over my bed.
I think we'll give away also maybe a gift certificate to H&H Guns.
I want that,
You can't get it.
but I want it.
No, you can't. So anyway, guys,
That looked so good with all the rose petals on my bed.
thank you for joining us. Listen, invite your friends, okay?
Anna, come on, say something, Anna.
What is
That
that?
I want because my husband
Doesn't
would buy me any. Ashley, Jet's idea of getting you flowers is stopping and picking weeds on the way home from work.
Okay, so we're gonna give that away, and we're gonna give an HNA's gift certificate away next week. But listen, spread the word about our studio because we're trying to get to a certain.
We have studio.
Yeah, we're studio because we're trying to get to a certain level on YouTube because then we could like do really fancy stuff, and you guys could send us little
Fancy.
emojis like you could show. I have big old fat cow and stuff like that, so it's gonna be like.
True.
Anyway, guys.
Peter Pan.
Pray for my Jeep that gets fixed and that it's under warranty.
Well, technically, Cindy, you can't congratulate Anna yet. Anna hasn't said whether she wants it or not.
But we'll let everybody know. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been
Awesome. It's been real. It's been fun. It hasn't been real fun, but it's been real. It's been fun.
So we're gonna have $6 Cubans.
$6. And
We're actually gonna go on Facebook now and do that and let everybody know.
by the way, you're changing your hours, aren't you?
No,
Not yet.
Yeah.
no, I'm not changing my hours. My spring hours don't start yet.
I meant the Wednesday and Thursday hours.
No,
No?
no,
No?
no.
Okay.
When is daylight savings time?
Yeah.
Daylight savings time's the weekend after next.
Mhm. Usually
Maybe you
we
should
don't.
adjust your hours then.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Anyway,
Corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, Irish soda bread. Get us some freaking, Guinness in here. Ooh-wee. We don't need green beer. I had a dream last night. Not that I slept very much because I was thinking about Darth Vader all night. But
it's not Darth Vader, it's a shadow person.
no, we're going to call him Darth Vader. So I had this dream last night that I was walking down an alley between a church and a hair salon, and this giant rat led me to see his turtles in a dumpster behind another restaurant.
Oh my God. Oh my God, shut up. All right, we're out of here because he's going cuckoo.
For
Anyway.
Cocoa Puffs.
Love you all. We're going back on Facebook.
You're
For a
going
minute.
back on Facebook.
We're going back on Facebook.
Oh, wait. I got to go to Wally World. You got to go to Wallbogs. Go to Wallbogs.
All right, we'll be back. Bye. Love you all. God bless. Have a blessed week.
Peace.
End.